YouTube, it's Toy, and it's time for my Monday video for TransScribersFTM. This week's topic is the GLBTQ community. I'm going to trip over that phrase a whole lot during this video, so bear with me. And also keep in mind that I'm very new to this community, so some of my answers may not be as in-depth as some of the other girls, but I'll do my best. Here we go. Do you feel that the T should be included in the GLBTQ? Why or why not? I do. And this is because in my experience with the people that I've spoken to, the experiences that I've read, a lot of trans people, not all, but a lot of trans people come into this part of their lives after having been, I'm going to speak specifically to FTMs, after having been in a lesbian relationship and identifying as lesbian. So I feel like it's just a natural extension. I also feel like it's because of the way society looks at the people who wear these labels, which I hate labels. I feel like they're going through similar experiences on some level. So I think it's okay for it to be combined. Will my mind ever change about that? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of experience with it, so I don't even know if what I think makes sense, but that's how I think right now. Do you think that there is any kind of hierarchy in the GLBTQ community? I'm going to say probably. Again, based on other people's experiences that I've either watched on YouTube, read about, or spoken to, it seems that when somebody comes out as trans, again, my experience being that they were identified as lesbian before, sometimes they are viewed as having betrayed their lesbianism. I don't know. So they're kind of viewed as you know, the bottom of the totem pole. Not that I agree with that. But that's also true of any microcosm of society that you have. There always seems to be this one portion that feels like they're at the top of the pecking order, and another group that, for whatever reason, feels like they're different for any other societal group. Is it right? I guess it depends on what the people who feel like they're at the top of the pecking order are trying to accomplish. Do you personally feel like you're a part of the GLBTQ community, and does your partner? I do, and it's actually kind of odd that I do, because I do not identify as any of the GLBTQs. I don't think, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I absolutely feel like I'm a part of it. I feel like there is something that I can contribute, even if it's to let that one person out there who feels like they're all alone and not having a clue know that they're not alone. And I know Chase feels like he's a part of this community, and for me this is very specific. I feel like I'm a part of the YouTube community as well as the YouTube GLBTQ community. I've not had any experience with the GLBTQ community within my own personal life yet, so I don't feel like I'm a part of that. I feel like this is where I come when I need something from that community. Do you and your partner identify more with the GLBTQ community or the straight community? I'm going to say the straight community, if there is one, because I do not identify as lesbian, never have. I am a straight woman, and I am in love with a straight man. So I don't feel like I need any other, and I hate labels, but I don't feel like I need any other label. That's not to say that if, you know, at some point Chase were to say, I'm not going to go through with the transition for whatever reason, then fine. If society wants to label me they're going to label me, and I really don't care. I don't care what anybody else's label is either. So, um, but I identify as straight. Um, it's just that simple. Um, if you were queer identified before, after, or during your partner's transition, did your role, for lack of a better word, in the community change? I don't know what queer identified means. I have no idea. When I first saw the question, I was like, huh, no clue what that means. I even asked my 15-year-old son if he could help me out. He has no idea. I was hoping Nikki's video would help shed some light on it. And I still gleaned no clue. Not to say that Nikki wasn't very good in her video, but I clueless. So if anyone can answer that for me and educate me on that, I would be very much appreciative. But my only experience with the word queer is, from back in high school when it was used as a derogatory term to talk about something that I didn't like or someone that I didn't like. I was a teenager in high school, and that was just the asshat that I was. Do you feel it is more acceptable in the GLBTQ community in your area to be FTM or MTF, or is there no difference in acceptance, and why? I can't speak to that. I don't know how the GLBTQ community in my area um, receives anything because I've not had any experience with them here. I so I don't know. I can't answer that. Um, how do GLBQ minus the T people in your area feel about transgendered people? How do you know? I don't. That was an easy question because I have no experience with them. Please feel free to elaborate on any of these. The only thing I can elaborate on at all is the fact that Chase and I identify as a straight couple. I mean, I understand that he right now is trans. I just watched his videos not too long ago that he did today. And I understand what he means about he doesn't want to be referred to as a trans man. He is a man, and I understand that. And that's not to say that it's in abandoning the community or anything like that. That's just, I think it has a lot to do with how long he's been dealing with what he feels like are other people's perceptions of him. And I think it's just a really freeing thought for him to envision being able to walk in a room and have nobody pay attention to him. So I'm sorry that I wasn't more help this week. I'd be really interested in learning what queer identified means, and then maybe my answer for the question before that would change, but I have no clue. So if anyone could leave me a comment, throw me a note, video response, doesn't matter. I'd be really interested in finding out, because I've heard people talk about it, and I have no idea what it means. And I have no shame in admitting that. So that's about it for this week. I have 2 days and a wake up, yay, until Chase comes north. He's mortified because it's going to be cold here. It's going to be 70 something. But that's probably about it. If you haven't already subscribed to TransScribersFTM, do it. Hit the button over up there somewhere that says subscribe. We still have some openings, as Nikki said. So if you are a partner, family member, if you are involved with a trans person in any way, shape, or form, mom, dad, sister, brother, shoot us a video. And if you want to check out my private channel, it's Chase's Heart, ChasesHeart, and Chase's channel is LYDCD. That's it, and I will talk to you. I don't have my little Manic Monday splash screen thing